nobody will want to destroy what he has built.
Because we have seen the sort of engagement between your party and the PDP in the last few weeks. We know that it has not gone really smooth. Do you think those kind of altercations that you've heard and seen are not enough threats to endanger the lives of people?
If they are just the altercation, if they are just exchange of words, you should expect them in politics in a state as ours. But there had been no physical attack, there had been no invasion in any part of the state. So therefore, you and I arguing, whether on television or on the street, does not in any way amount to security threat. But I am sure that from the way he is talking, I'm sure they must have discovered things that we APC didn't see.
One of the governors of the PDP has said that the APC is scared to lose this election. Is your party afraid of losing the election?
We are sure of winning the election, so we have nothing to be scared of. But talking again about a PDP governor boasting that they will win or that APC is afraid, again, tend to also justify the security risk, because I remember that during the last voters review exercise, some of the governors boasted that they were going to capture Edo State. And then we were told that they arranged for, they brought in militants from other neighboring states to come and register as voters here, because they were, I'm sure that one is leading us to the reasons why the SSS may have felt that there will be a real security threat. I'm sure that is what they are trying to avoid. Again, it shows that it is the plan of PDP to unleash mayhem that the security may have discovered. But thank God, because we politicians who are just on the street doing our things the normal way, in very civilized and orderly way, would not even think that if I don't sponsor people to go and use gun to attack people, how will I even feel that my colleague would do, my opponent will do it?
Okay, let me quickly go to Chris now. As it stands now, the implication of the postponement, whether 2 weeks, whether a week, whether 3 weeks, what does it have on you? What are the implications on your party?
The implication is we'll carry on campaigning, and if we're going to win by 55% before, I think it's going to increase to 65% in the next few weeks. What has happened now is that those scared of losing are going to get a bigger defeat whenever the elections hold. And you know the way these things work. This is Nigeria. The government of the day is actually scared. We have to go back to that. We have to actually agree that. And it reminds me of the case of the baby that was killed, or the baby that was brought to King Solomon to decide who the mother of the baby is. And the King Solomon said, let us share the baby in half. The one who didn't have the baby said, okay, go ahead. But the mother of the baby said, no, give me a child. That is exactly what's happening now in Edo State. PDP is very comfortable, not because of what we are, but because of the response we're getting from Edo people. Because of the way they've received us, and because of the way they've also discovered that they have an alternative to change the government.
Will your party be accepting a postponement or resisting it?
If I'm to speak for Chris Nehari, I would say we should resist it. Resist it for two reasons. If we do not stop government interference in INEC.
You see this as a government interference?
Oh, yes.
Even when the security apparatus see something...
Security apparatus will not have made that decision without interference of government. They would have made that announcement without government giving them the go-ahead. The INEC chairman was visibly embarrassed yesterday because he was not consulted. And from what we hear from the backdoor channel, this has been on, like I told you, it has been on for a while. But INEC has stood its ground in the last few weeks.
The APC will say that you know about it because you were the ones planning it.
No, we cannot be the one planning it because we do not have any lever of government under our control. The federal government controls the police, the federal government controls the DSS, the federal government controls INEC. Because
the APC had made an earlier allegations that in some South states that your party had mobilized voters from those areas to come and register during the CVR, and your party is planning to bring people to come and vote for your party from other states.
Well, these are the cries of a sinking man. Edo PDP is counting the votes of Edo registered voters. We did not bring people from Kogi. We're not bringing people from Kaduna. Edo PDP.
But you're bringing people from other South states?
No South state people are coming here to Edo to vote. Well, none. Edo PDP is relying on the votes of Edo people that are tired of the oppression, tired of the impunity, and tired of the intimidation. They want to change. Go to the streets and ask, and you'll get the accurate information.
Let me quickly, as it stands now, will your party be accepting a postponement or resisting it?
Well, if the security gives any advice, as the government in power, we will not want to tamper with to dare the security report. If they say if there's going to be a problem if you do it, because we know that as a party in power, it will affect us more if there is crisis. For those who are not in power, they really have nothing to lose. They believe that just the example of the King Solomon judgment that he gave should apply more to them. In the sense that they will say, well, whatever it is, we have nothing in the government, even if you are going to destroy it. But we who are in power, we who have the support of the people, we will not want the life and property of our people to be endangered in any way. And therefore, if INEC and the security, they have met and they agreed on what to do, we are law-abiding political party. We have no choice, painful as it might be to us.
The PDP is so sure about the statement that your party has lost the verb with the people on the street.
They have always said so. They said so in 2012. They boasted that we have lost. But we won all the 192 wards.
But your party lost a lot of elections in 2015.
No, I'm telling you now of Edo State.
I mean, I'm talking about a recent statistics that your party lost more elections in 2015.
More elections in 2015.
You lost most legislative seats. You lost a number of House of Assembly states.
Here in Edo State. Here in Edo State.
Yes.
No, that had to do
the presidential election.
That then had to do with the national election. We are telling you that here, when it comes to state issues, we are electing the governor of the state. We won overwhelmingly in 2012. And because we have been able to justify the mandate given to us by our people, because we have performed very well in government, because we have been able to repair what was destroyed by PDP, we are sure of winning even far better than we did in 2012.
All right, just before we go now, final words from the two of you. Let's start for Chris. What will happen now if the election is postponed? In the next few hours, we might be getting word from INEC. Final word.
Well, if the election is postponed, I think the INEC chairman, with as a sign of honor, should resign.
All right.
So that the next chairman should know that INEC independence means INEC independence.
Mr. Aaron.
Well, I want INEC to realize that their independence is subject to national security.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris Naikare, for talking to us, the PDP Publicity Secretary, and Mr. Godwin Erahon. Thank you so much for talking to us on Sunrise Daily. And that's Alpha from the reactions of the two major parties in this race. It's back to you, Chamberlain and the crew.
Well, thank you, Cheryl. Now we've looked at the security, we've looked at the political. Well, coming up next will be the legal perspective on this matter. Don't go away.